Warm greetings, beautiful people. Welcome to Nanaba's Kitchen. We can all agree, right, that nothing beats this cold weather than a hot bowl of soup. I know we all can use a bowl of hot soup, such as this creamy, protein-rich potato salmon soup. Friends, this is so simple to put together. It is nutritious and it's equally delicious. Let me show you how I put it together. The recipe requires 3 large russet or Idaho potatoes and 1 large sweet potato. We'll also be needing 1 large onion, 2 large carrots, celery, 3 cloves of garlic. And to prep, you want to chop all your vegetables, mince or crush your garlic, and then you also want to dice your potatoes, the Idaho or russet potatoes, as well as the sweet potatoes. The sweet potato is coming in to bring some color, more nutrition, and also to bring that sweetness we need to balance this very savory soup. For the potatoes to cook evenly, it is crucial that they're diced into the same size throughout. Now, the potatoes can also be grated. In fact, you can combine the two prepping styles. Grate some and then also dice some. I prefer to dice all of my potatoes because the soup in the end is significantly more presentable. Always thinking ahead, we know we want whatever it is we're cooking to look presentable because we eat with our eyes first. So dicing it, I feel, is the best route to take. Now, I do encourage you, though, to make sure that all your diced potatoes are submerged in water while you prep the rest of your ingredients to prevent them from turning color. Now, here is our salmon. It's filleted beautifully. I have made sure there are no pin bones in there. However, the skin is still on, so I'm going to give it a quick de-skinning. Perfect. Now the belly is very fatty. And because I'm going to be pan searing the salmon for the preparation, I trim the belly off. I do not discard it. I'm going to be using it in the recipe. So keep on watching. The rest of the salmon will be cut into bite-sized pieces, and the shape I'm going for are cubes. Almost done with the prepping phase of this preparation. Next step is to season the fish, for which we'll need half a teaspoon each of Old Bay seasoning, smoked paprika, mixed herb buttery seasoning mix. And at this stage, you can get really creative with your seasoning, whatever you like on your fish. I've added some curry powder, followed by some onion powder, garlic powder just went in, followed by lemon pepper. And now you're going to mix it up to make sure that all of the fish pieces are coated well and evenly. Now this fish is very fatty, so no oil is needed to ensure that the seasonings are spreadable. Also, it is almost impossible, very, very difficult, let me put it that way, to dry out salmon because it's a very moist fish. So in your non-stick skillet, you're going to pour in some cooking olive oil or any cooking oil you like to cook with. And then place them in there and make sure that they are not touching each other. All right, as I like to say, let them practice social distancing. This is because we do not want to create steam as they touch each other. That can happen and then soup will start forming. And that isn't what we're going for. So flip them or turn them after a minute on each side or so, about 30 seconds to a minute on each side. Just eyeball it. What you want is a golden brown color. Presentation, presentation, presentation. Once you're done, you're going to pour all the oil you seared the fish into the pot, your soup pot. Add some butter to it And then throw in that belly we trimmed off. Yes, we're not going to throw that out. We're going to use it to build flavor. And as you cook the salmon belly, stirring occasionally, it will naturally fall apart. It will naturally disintegrate. And that is totally fine. That's what you actually want. So that you can cook a lot of that fat out and then go in with a repeat of the same ingredients you used to season the fish. This time in 1/4 teaspoon amounts, all right? Equal amounts. And then stir that in as well. Keep cooking until the fish belly becomes almost like bacon bits. Yummy. And then you're going to go in with your mirepoix or your holy trinity. All right, which is the carrots, the onions, and the celery. Now pour that in and continue to saute that. What you want is for that to become translucent, fragrant, and soft. Also, you're going to go in with a pinch of salt or to taste, followed by lots of crushed black pepper. Continue to saute that for about an additional minute. Then go in with your crushed or minced garlic and some green chili sauce. This is an optional ingredient which you may not have on hand. Look in the description box. I have listed the ingredients and their amounts of what you would need to substitute the green chili sauce with. Also in the Nabis kitchen, I have like 3 or 4 recipes for this green chili sauce. I like to use it to build flavor, so I keep it in my fridge. And when I'm out, I make some more. I just added the Idaho potatoes, and now I'm also adding the sweet potatoes. I'm going to just kind of fold that in, stir that in, and continue to let it cook an extra 2 minutes. Then add vegetable broth. Now, you can use water in place of the vegetable broth. Believe me, you will not be missing any flavor. You will not be diluting anything with the water. You know why? Because you already have that fish flavor in there, which you get a lot of that flavor from the fish belly. You also have your mirepoix and other ingredients in there that really help to build flavor on any kind of broth. So in the absence of broth, feel free to use water and do not worry about it. It's really not that deep. All right, now you want to stir it in, and then you want to apply the lid and cook on low, medium heats for 10 minutes or until the potato is crushable, just like so that we will be getting close to turning the soup into a creamy potato soup. And now comes the addition of a very nutritious ingredient. Yes, low fat, protein rich Greek yogurt. And we're adding quite an amount. Also think of it. Yogurt, as we all know, naturally presents with a mild, almost background taste of sourness or tanginess, which is needed here because it's going to help balance all the flavors we already have in the soup pot. I did follow up with some half and half, which is half whole milk and half heavy whipping cream to bring more creaminess and richness to the soup. And of course, we're going to freshen all that richness we have going on in our soup pot with some fresh flat leaf or Italian parsley in the end as a garnish. And let me tell you, this soup is incredibly delicious. We're going to fold in our parsley. We're done cooking. At this point, you want to turn the heat off. Then go in with your pan-seared salmon. I'm going to reserve some of the salmon for presentation reasons. I'm going to crush some onto the soup the way you would bacon bits. Now, you can use bacon in place of the salmon. You can use chicken in place of the salmon. In fact, you can even use turkey, minced beef, or minced pork. Whatever protein you like to cook with. Sausage even will be perfect here too, especially Italian sausage. Oh, yum, 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 yum. This soup was delicious beyond the moon, friends. And I hope you can give it a shot. Now, just look at this. The color is on point. It is giving in every way you can think of it. Yes, The vegetables in there are nice and soft. Children would love this. Babies would love this too. And it has all of your nutrition in the correct balance. Now look, crushing the fish on there like that, exposing the pink, the natural pink hue that salmon has. Oh, just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful bowl of soup. Equally delicious. Very, very quintessential comfort soup for the cold weather. Just what I needed today. Friends, I hope you are inspired with a tip here or two to try this recipe. Thanks so much for watching. Make it a great day, and as always, have fun, especially in that kitchen.